Hello everyone, welcome back to a Train Sim World 3 video here on the Metro North Harlem line. We're in Grand Central Station currently, and we're going to be headed to North White Plains, where we will end our route. Let's get the train set up here. Master key in. Gonna go to forward. Max brake. Got to charge up the brakes. We're here on the M7A on the Harlem line. There's also the M3As, which are included with the DLC. Contrary to LIRR, where you have to buy the M3s for some reason. Totally overpriced. I really like the liveries on the LIRR M3s though. They're very nice. Worth $20? No, probably not, but pretty nice. And I believe, I could be wrong, one of them, the interiors aren't updated. I don't know if it's the Harlem line ones or the LIRR ones, but got a few minutes, so I'll just show you the interior of the train here. It's very bright, a little modern. I prefer like kind of the older style. Like I find this kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. I really am not a fan of Grand Central Terminal Station, whatever you want to call it. I don't really like how they did it. It's very, very quiet. It should be much busier. Alright, let's get these safety systems on here. ATC ASIS alerter. Gonna keep the dead man's pedal off because I always end up screwing that part up somehow, and I do not want to be stopping the whole time. This is gonna be a little bit longer than the last video here. Said the run time's gonna be about 30 minutes, so we're gonna see how that's gonna go. As I'm recording this, there's about 3 days until the release of the new American content, which is what is it, Penn Station to Trenton, I believe, and the Amtrak Casella release. And then there's the freight stuff. Not a big fan of the freight stuff. It's just the livery pack is the only new thing, and then they're gonna update some routes. Do I have my lights on? No, I do not have the lights on. Marker lights are on the back at least. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Definitely gonna cover that here on the channel as well. I don't even know where to start. Like, I'm so excited to sink my teeth into that. Like, I can't even explain. It's awesome. We're getting New Jersey Transit in the game, and the Acela is finally going to be here. It's going to be an excellent layer to both Boston Sprinter and Trenton. Such a crawl to get out of here. I might end up cutting some of it out. We'll see what I do, because I don't know. Or maybe I'll keep the video raw. But it's just sometimes, you know, as a viewer, I wouldn't want to watch the whole thing. Although, like, as I've gotten older, my attention span has increased so much. It's actually kind of crazy to think about that. Is that another... Might be another train up there. Looks like we're going to have all greens on our way out, so that's nice. I was playing Boston Sprinter the other day, and I was shocked at how nice and how much of a step up the Train Sim World 3 lighting is compared to the old lighting. Like, it is so much nicer. I would absolutely love to see this route get it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the lighting on this route is slightly better than the older routes from the Preserve Collection, because it came out about a year ago in March. This was one of the last DLCs to come out on Train Sim World 2, so they might have been like experimenting a little bit. I could be totally wrong with that. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I believe they did say that the lighting was going to be a bit better in this DLC compared to some of the previous ones during that time. And it's not horrible. You know, I was playing Sand Patch grade. I was just messing around on it for a few minutes. I didn't do the whole thing, but I was kind of surprised at how bad that lighting was. I was like, wow, you know, this compared to Cajon Pass, it's night and day, truly. No pun intended. Got another M7 to the left of us over there. Let's see, so 15:20 right now. Should be done at 15:53, so that's about 22 minutes, I believe. No, 32 minutes. Not 22, that would be 43. Right? Yeah. Alright. Go max power. Why not? Let's get out of here. A little bit of pushback on the ScotRail Edinburgh to Glasgow route. I was looking at that one to purchase. Ultimately, I decided not to get it because I've been waiting for the American stuff since they first teased it back in January, I believe. I think it was New Year's Eve. They sent something out, but it was painfully obvious that the Sella was coming out, and I don't know if they teased Trenton or not, but that was officially announced in the summit 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm just extremely excited. ScotRail had some new features, like the announcements and stuff, and the guard mode or something. It wasn't a mode, but they added more advanced guard settings, I believe, like you can control it from the door or something like that. But none of that stuff. I mean, it's good to see who did that? It was Rivet. I'm pretty sure it was Rivet Games who did that, as opposed to Dovetail, and they really added some cool stuff to it, but still not my cup of tea. And $60 on the new American content, you know, that's more than enough to be spending. Skyline's not the best. I think it looks better when you look to the sides as opposed to when you're heading into Grand Central. The lighting looks quite nice as a reflection on the steel on the side of the train. It looks much better than Sand Patch did. It was just the lighting is extremely dark. It's just I guess that's the best way to say it. And the really old lighting. But I don't really see this route getting any new content anytime soon, to be honest with you. Hopefully that's not the emergency brake. No, it's not. Okay. I'm a little not the best with the safety systems on here. Let's do the horn. I love the horn on this thing. It's one of the best in the game, in my opinion. That's pretty good. Everything's on the platform. That's always good to see. This feels like a ghost train. I mean, maybe no one wants to be in the front here, but I don't see anyone at all. It's another one of the little things I have with this game. The population of these AI individuals, I guess you could say, is really not balanced the way it should be throughout the train. And like you just looking in the last car, there's not even anyone in there. Oh, it's other way. There we go. Just seems like a ghost town sometimes. And I mean, it kind of makes sense. No one's going to Grand Central to, pretty sure that's Harlem. But, you know, it is what it is. A route I was really fascinated with, because I do follow a lot of news for this game. And I'm in on the drama and stuff. One of the few games I'm in like subreddits for and stuff like that. But the Bremen to I should know how to say this. Bremen to Ogdenburg, I think that's what it's called. Could be wrong. It's probably not Ogdenburg. Maybe it is. But that was received in a very interesting way. You know, I guess there were some problems with LZB and PZB and stuff like that. And, you know, that's the bread and butter for German locomotives, so that's always not good if that stuff's wrong, especially that was the second route that came out at the $40 price tag back in December. And I don't have a huge interest in German trains, so I did not get that either, but it was just interesting to see how people received that one. That has mixed reviews. Edinburgh to Glasgow has mixed reviews. Birmingham Cross City now has positive reviews. I'm a big fan of that route. I think they did a really good job on that one. I just wish there was a little more action than just the Class 323. So all we have left is White Plains, North White Plains. So we got a long way to go, 17 miles. Should go by pretty quick though, because we're going up to 60 here in just a second. And these safety systems are driving absolutely crazy. I'm still pretty new to these. I haven't bothered to turn them on most of the time I've had this DLC. So after the release of Trenton and the Acela and the US, I don't know what they're calling it, but the freight livery pack, extremely overpriced, $15 I think for 6 liveries. That's ridiculous. I mean, you get some scenarios in there, but what, you play a scenario once, it's kind of overrated in my opinion, but you know, it is what it is. Those liveries will probably be up on the Creators Club. They're probably up right now, actually, for free. This is my favorite part of the route. Concrete jungle for sure. Got some nice graffiti on there as well. Hopefully we'll see some more urban areas in Trenton. This route has a nice mix of urban and rural. As we get out towards White Plains, it's a little more rural than here. I always have trouble saying that word. It's actually quite embarrassing. This is going to be significantly longer than my last video. So hopefully everything's going to turn out okay. If you're watching this, let me know how you're liking it in the comments. I need a lot of feedback for what I'm doing here. don't know if it's working or not, but... See, the lighting here, it really is not bad at all. Boston Sprinter definitely needed a little facelift, though. That was a good move for sure. Sometime soon, I want to do a Long Island Railroad episode as well. I think that would be cool to visit that again. Because before this route came out, I was playing that quite a bit. I was really enjoying it. There's the botanical... I don't even know how to say it. I've never heard anyone actually say that word before. Botanical garden. It's probably like biotonical, bintonical. I don't know. Quite like that station. As you can see now, we're getting into more of a forest kind of area here. Scenery is changing. Very diverse on this route. Let's turn the cab dimmer lights off. It's a weird feature of the M7. It's just these, it's like a mood lighting almost. I was really surprised when I first saw that over on the LIRR. It's just a weird feature you don't typically get. M7 there passing by. I love the sounds it makes. They're so unique. There's nothing else like it in the game. You know, a lot of the UK locomotives sound very similar, in my opinion. But these here are very, very unique. It sounds like a bullet, you know? Very high-pitched squeals. I'm glad they're doing the Northeast Corridor again, but I wish they'd kind of branch out some passenger stuff. Well, the hard part with America is there's not a whole lot of passenger rail outside of the Northeast Corridor, but like Chicago has the metro system, which is quite large, and now that they've acquired BNSF licensing, I think they'd pretty easily be able to do metro since that's operated by BNSF. I think that would be great to see. We could get some BNSF action along with metro action. We'll do the horn right here just for fun. I have, during the winter sale, I bought the Caltrain West Peninsula Corridor. I believe that's what it is. I haven't really messed around too much with that though. It's tough playing those older routes just because like we have all the new stuff on the Transcend World 3 routes, and that was all the way back. I think that was definitely the first American passenger DLC, I believe, unless Northeast Corridor, the one that went extinct, the Northeast Corridor, Newark to Penn Station, I believe that's what it's called. It's like Newark, New Rochelle or something. But that did not come over. That's stuck in Train Sim World 2020. Some CSX cars right over there. Is this, maybe it's not CSX. Thought it was. Let's see. Oh my gosh, get a hold of the controls. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well. I swear I've seen a CSX locomotive on this route though. I'm not a fan of the safety systems in this thing, I'll say that. I mean, they're so obnoxious. And they've always got something to say. I mean, I guess that's what safety systems are, but I feel like they're just horrendous. I think they're somewhat bugged too, to be honest with you. I could be wrong. I mean, I guess I don't really have any evidence for that, but just heard some people saying that. Seven miles away now. Got some nice screenshots. Can't believe this came out a year ago already. I'm pretty sure it released in March, maybe it was April. But I was really excited for this one. This is such a great route, you know. There's not a lot to choose from when it comes to American passenger routes, but this is definitely one of the ones that's like, there should be more of these. And we're getting more in just a few days, which I'm really excited about. Definitely going to have some videos on there very soon, hopefully. Ah, we're in the tree. Not sure what that is. I don't know why they include these. Let's see, is it going to tell us what it is? No. It's too bad. I'm going to be honest with you, the training center is completely useless. I thought that was going to be a really exciting addition when they released the game, but it's like they have the three main DLCs that come when you buy the standard edition of the game. They have all of those trains sitting there in the lot, but when you buy the new DLC or the existing DLC that you've had when you upgraded Train Sim World 3, none of that is there. So it's just kind of like, okay, I have BNSF, I have Southeastern High Speed, and I have some Deutsche Bahn stuff, but that's it. There's no, I believe it, West Midlands, I think that was the Birmingham Cross City provider name. There's no MBTA, there's no Amtrak, there's no Metro North, no New Jersey Transit. And I mean, maybe I'm just having a freak situation where I haven't seen any of my DLC in there. I haven't done a ton of research, but I'm pretty sure that the DLC is not added to that automatically. And I don't care that much about it. It's not like if it was there, I'd be using it all the time anyway. But, they did a decent job at modeling it and making a nice little area. But, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'd rather have a couple bugs fixed. Oh my goodness. Rather than have a training center. They could have spent their time elsewhere. Is this an emergency brake? No way. It's the first one we've had so far. There was some chaos there. Oh, I'm so sick of these. Chill out. What is that? Alright, well, first thing we're gonna have to recharge the brakes. Actually, maybe not. Okay, I guess that's fine. You can't... Okay, you can't take the reverser out, I guess. Hopefully. Okay. It's different. Most of the time you have to take out the reverser and, like, reset the brake and stuff like that, but I guess that wasn't a full stop or something. I don't know. But like I said, there's just way too much going on with these systems at one time, and if you don't slow down soon enough or whatever, they're gonna bite you like that. And it's not like there's a preview where it gives you a certain amount of time to slow down. But I just, it doesn't feel right if I play with them off, so that's why I always try and play with them on. And it really is a learning curve if you're used to playing without them. Two miles now, and we will be at White Plains. It's going by faster than I thought it would, I'm not gonna lie. We're already a half hour into it. Because I was trying to figure out which timetable I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do the Harlem line, but I wasn't sure which timetable. Ultimately, I settled for this one. Originally, I was going to go from the Yankees Stadium, I don't know what the station's called, to Grand Central, but by the time I got to Grand Central, it was only like 10 or so minutes, and Grand Central is so boring to go into because it's like 10 miles an hour, and I thought, that wouldn't be that exciting. And the last video we did on Southeastern High Speed, the empty evening, that was a pretty tame scenario as well. This is a timetable, not a scenario. Okay. Let's try not to have an issue this time. Alright, we're good. We're good. So yeah, I ended up going for this one. Let's see if we slow down even more because the signal. Yep. I'm just I'm braking really aggressively just because I'm not sure, what exactly causes the emergency brakes to be triggered. So I just try and brake as soon as I can and then start spamming the alerter. The alerter reset. Or acknowledge, I should say. Okay, so are we gonna go 15 miles an hour the whole time? Because that would kind of suck. Let's check out the map here. Yeah, so it looks like we want to be here. There's another train there. Hopefully they'll pull out in just a second. But that's why you want to be playing with these safety systems on, because if they're off, you're going to be flying into the back of that train at 50 miles an hour. It's not going to be pretty. don't think I ever noticed that clock before. This is a nice area, actually. Lots of nice scenery. Yeah, that's really cool. Probably not the smoothest braking job in the world, but it is what it is. Let's open the doors on both sides here. Okay, maybe not on both sides. There we go. Is that an M3 or another M7? I haven't seen an M3 this whole time. I believe that's... No, that is an M3. Okay, that's the first M3 we've seen today. I shut the doors. Alright, let's get out of here. One more stop to go. We're done for the day. These things have really fast acceleration. Looks like we should be clear as we headed into North White Plains. Let's see, is that? Yeah, so there's a yard back there. I don't know what it's called, but that's the end of the route. The map, I guess I could say map. Track area, whatever you want to call it. So we pretty much traversed the whole area today. See, like, I don't know why it's freaking out right there. Like, there's no reason to do that. Because the track speed is still 15. Oh, must actually, that's why. There's a red up there. Is that another? Yeah, it looks like another M3, yeah, right there. Such a nice horn. Such a deep, deep sound. A lot of people here. Alright, there we go. We do have some people on the train finally, so it's nice to see that, I guess. I know, I'm stopping, relax. Alright, so yeah, looks like that's gonna do it here today. Thank you all very much for watching. That was a pretty successful run, a little emergency break there, but it's all good. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.